Raw on Netflix has just happened, and that is what I call a Monday Night Raw. History in the making. The Rock was there, but then you also had CM Punk in the main event. That's what I call history. Started off with some random story. I forgot what it was. History of wrestling, I think. Then Triple H came out, like I predicted in my predictions video. Yeah, right. Asked if everyone's ready. Everyone was ready. Then out came The Rock, the final boss, but I don't think he was the final boss. He was just dressed like the final boss, being The Rock, obviously answering no questions whatsoever, just some random Rock speech, and how he is, yeah. Then he's seen Cody Rhodes. I'm pretty sure he hugged him as well, and I'm not sure where they stand with each other at the moment. Yeah, there was a lot of celebrity personalities there and other wrestlers. They like to show X-Pac a lot. Yeah, the likes of like Fluffy, who's a comedian. Seth Green, actor, Macaulay Culkin, other people, I'm not going to name everyone, there's Ashton Kutcher. Then we had legends in the crowd as well as like wrestlers that are already part of wrestling. Yeah, we had John Cena returning, announcing him being himself in the Royal Rumble. Okay, this is one take, so you have to just bear with me. I predicted that, but I also thought he was going to have a match as well. I was like way off on that one, so that's, terrible. What else happened? We had 4 matches. I predicted 1 right and 3 wrong, but it's okay. It's all in good fun. The first match was the Tribal Combat match, I believe it was called. I thought Solo was going to win. I was wrong. We had Solo and Roman in a fantastic match. You had the Bloodline come out, which was Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Then we had Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn coming out. And I was thinking, where's Jay? I was like, no, he's got a match on later. But I don't know why they came out to help Roman, because Roman hasn't helped them at all. So that's, not exactly fair, but it is what it is. Kevin Owens came out. Yeah. Just after Sami Zayn left. So that's why I think they're setting up a WrestleMania match between them two. Because obviously every single time Sami just leaves, Kevin Owens just shows up. Then Kevin basically is helping Solo, which makes no sense at all. I'm sure he just hates Roman even more. He's going for a package pile driver. Cody's in the back. He's like, just wait a second before you play my music. Let me, you know what I mean? Then he runs out, obviously. Gives him a Cody cutter in his suit. Well, he's like, part of his suit. So that's great. And then they go and fight for the crowd. That was fun. Roman picks up the win. So that was wrong. Then The Rock comes out with the slowest walk you can ever imagine. I was like, yeah, you might as well, mate. Take your time. Yeah, thanks. He takes the Ula Fala off Paul Heyman saying thank you. And basically passes it on to Roman Reigns, puts it around his neck. So Roman Reigns is now the only tribal chief. That's great. Also as well, with it being in the UK, I don't know how different it was everywhere else. I didn't actually see any adverts or commercial breaks, only like them promoting the actual wrestling side of it or previous wrestling packages. No, just random like Dettol advert or Skittles, maybe sponsors. The referees are now wearing black shirts. The ring mat canvas, whatever it's called, that's also black as well. Then another match was, this might be in the wrong order or whatever, but who cares, was Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. I got that right. Go me. In a pretty good match, to be honest, yeah. I've not really much to say about it. Just hopefully this feud is actually now finished. Rhea Ripley hitting a double riptide onto Liv Morgan because she kicked out of one before. Then kicking Dom in the dingle dangles. And obviously giving him a riptide. That was great. Nice to see, obviously, women also getting a match on here as well. A lot more people being introduced, like this is this person, this is that person, a lot of interviews. Yeah, the New Day doing an interview. They didn't win the tag team titles, like I predicted. They didn't even have a match. It was meant to, but they didn't want to. So there's that. And then we had Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. That surprised me. Like, I genuinely thought Drew was going to win because it makes a lot more sense. But I assume this way now they're going to carry on the story. So Jey gets like a massive entrance. You've got Michael Cole, Pat McAfee yeeting on the table. That was just great. His entrance took ages, and like Drew walks down, he gets halfway down the ramp, and it's like, okay, I'm going to introduce you now because Jay's just waited so much time. They had an alright match, nothing great. I do like the finish though, with Jay basically countering the Claymore into basically like a roll-up thing. A roll-up pin. Yeah. We had obviously The Undertaker returning, with Rhea Ripley winning it, and then I don't understand why the Undertaker came out to congratulate Rhea Ripley, but it was nice to see him. He had a bit of a ride around his bike and then left. You had Hulk Hogan returning with the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. For some reason, I couldn't remember his last name, and hopefully that's right. Obviously promoting his beer, just being Hulk Hogan, as he does. Brother. Who else do we have returning? Obviously, we've had The Rock, John Cena, Hogan, Undertaker. I thought Stone Cold might return, but he didn't, but it's okay. We had a lot of backstage segments, with like the New Day, like I mentioned, Alpha Academy, Chad Gable, who's going one-on-one next week with Penta. I'm basically assuming I put my money on it. I've got no money to put on, but yeah, I'll put it on. I've never actually seen Penta wrestle. I might have been saying his name wrong, but you'll know who I mean. So that's going to be a fantastic watch for me to watch. Then we go on to the main event of CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I was wrong there, basically. Yeah, we had pedigrees on the table, in the ring, stomps, swapping finishers, Seth Rollins doing the GTS, CM Punk doing the curb stomp, or just the stomp as it's called these days. A lot of kickouts, basically. Nothing like fantastically brilliant, but also wasn't absolutely terrible in my opinion. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. That's the main thing. CM Punk basically picks up the win with a double GTS, like a double Riptide, really. And obviously when he pinned him, he had his hair over his face and Seth Rollins' hair over each of his faces and stuff. I'm just assuming there, obviously, he whispers something to him. Because obviously it's, professional, isn't it? Nice. Don't know what he said though. And obviously it cut off with them two just staring at each other and not sure sort of situation what's going on. We had matches announced for next week. Like I mentioned, the Damien and Finn Balor street fight, the Intercontinental Women's Championship final match. That'd be great to see that. Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Other than that though, this basically was a fantastic Raw. 3 hours is like a long time to basically watch that. SmackDown, other promotions, like NXT. Mentioned other promotions as well. Michael Cole on commentary mentioned another promotion, talking about CM Punk, obviously meaning AEW, right? He mentioned the names of like Edge, Dean Ambrose, which obviously are part of AEW, so that's nice to see him mention things in the past. But if this is how we're starting, hopefully we carry on down this route and like just see where it basically brings us, because we've obviously got the Netflix era now, going into like the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, all that other stuff. That's basically, anyway, I'm going to stop boring you now. Okay, my predictions were wrong, so look out for the next prediction, which I have no idea what's going to be yet. Might be TNA, might be AEW, might be WWE. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.